Are we on? Hi there. My name's Pete, and this is my 1965 Owens 28-foot cruiser, and I'm giving it the chainsaw today. Why am I giving it the chainsaw? Because everywhere I look, there's rot. There's rot everywhere on the bottom, around most of the seams, on the side. There's rot in the frame. There's rot everywhere. So it's getting the chainsaw. I got this boat for real cheap, thinking it would be a neat project, but turns out it's going to be nothing but a pain in the butt. So I have, the biggest thing I have to worry about is metal, and the first couple feet of the front I know I'm clear of metal, so I'm just going to start the front and work my way toward the back. It's probably going to take a while. We'll see how it goes. So the biggest thing I'm concerned about is screws and metal bits. So I took off this keel strip right here, because that was all metal. I have a metal bracket up there for something, and a little hatch right there. I'm actually probably going to keep that for conversation. But anyway, some hornet's nests up front that I probably never would have found. And this is the structure. Haven't run into the biggest part of the rot yet, but trust me, it's there. So anyway, I'm going to keep on hacking away. But I guess the most important thing I have to do is stop every once in a while and assess the situation for metal. I mean, I know I'll probably go through a few saw blades, but is what it is. Okay, here's the end of day one. We got almost to the, well, I guess that front windshield. I'm running into a lot of screws, and I actually ran into a bunch of glass that was wrapped in newspaper that the previous owner had left for something, and that really dulled the blade because the blade went through it. Anyway, you don't very often get to see a boat from this perspective, so that's why I'm filming it. Let me get a little bit closer. We're starting to get into a little bit of the rot that was in the bottom hull, which is the reason why I'm doing all this. So I'm hoping to see a lot more. But anyway, you can kind of see that there's the drawers that were in there, and there's a nice shot of the interior. I may have to get in there and cut the top off of that tomorrow, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to cut the top off of that from where I'm standing. So that's going to be kind of a mess to do that. But anyway, so far so good, I guess. If cutting up a boat can be good. This is actually kind of sad, because it would have been nice to have found someone who would rebuild this thing. But seeing as how this thing, even in perfect condition, just doesn't have a lot of value, it just didn't seem worth it. It seemed like it was more trouble than it was worth. But anyway, end of day one. That's just crazy. Okay, this is still end of day one, but I wanted to point something out. I saw this, I'm going to try to catch it on film, but this is the keel and keelson. I'm not sure which, I guess this is just the keel. Sorry, there we go, this is just the keel. But this is indicative of the kind of rot I was seeing. See on the inside, it just looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad on the inside, but the outer layer of this skin is rotten. See, I can just, well, okay, I really can just peel this away with my fingers. See? I mean, that was a little bit difficult, but you can see that that it's discolored right there. That's, I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm pulling that away with just my fingernail. It's rotted on the outside. Same thing as right here. Let's see if I can get a better shot of it. It's rotted. The outermost layer is rotted, but the inside isn't. And it's all through here. So, just wanted to show I'm vindicated. So here we have, this is the end of day 4. I haven't recorded every day because it's kind of, well, kind of more of the same. I just thought this was a pretty good stopping point, so I thought I'd show you. That's a lot of debris, and I don't think I'm halfway done with the boat. I'm gonna have a big old pile of crap. Anyway, I got the metal cabinet out. I thought it was a refrigerator, but it doesn't have any electronics or refrigeration components to it. So it's just a metal cabinet. Maybe it's insulated, so you could put cool things in it, and then they stay cool for the day or two or whatever. Anyway, let's have a look. I just think this is cool to film, because really you don't get to see boats like this very much. I got most of the interior stuff out. There's just a lot of debris in there. See all the sawdust from the cutting. You know, there's not a whole lot to say about this. I just wanted to show my progress. This is probably after a total of maybe 6 hours worth of work. I tried to keep the keel, you can kind of see it under there, the keel in place, thinking I'd need that structure as I'm jumping around up in there cutting away at stuff. But turns out, even with the keel, even with it like this hull moves around a lot when I'm in there. So I think for now I've decided to stop cutting here and just kind of leave the tub in place. So cut all along, take the top off, and then leave the tub, and then the tub I can get on the standing on the ground. I don't have to be inside the boat to get at the tub. But anyway, let's get a look at this rot. Here's a good picture. You can see that? Yeah. This is just an indicator of rot through and through. And you can see, oops, you can see where, I mean, there's water damage clear back to that bulkhead. in there. There's, let's see if I can get that for you. That's a, I don't know, that kind of whitish, blackish, meshy thing. I don't know what that is. But those stringy things, that's wood. That's just been rotted clean through. There was a patch that was attempted right here. Oh, there we go. Patch was attempted right there, I think. I think that was a patch. Anyway, it's the same deal on the other side. Just a ton of rot. And like here's another good example. Like say this is where the, like this piece is the one that's probably rotted the worst through and through. But you can just kind of see even on this other piece, this outermost layer, I don't know if I can see that. This outermost layer of wood is dark. It's rotten. It's just peeling away. You know, and whatever kind of union that was, there's a screw right there. This is all soft and peeling away. I mean, the strength was there. I think I think it was a strong hull. And taking it apart, I realized how actually, well built. Excuse me, I have a cold. How well built these things really are. No, they're not the fanciest boats out there, but I was impressed with the build quality. I mean, for the money, you really can't beat it. I think there might be another one of these in my future, just not right now. You know, having a kid takes up a lot of your time. Oh, by the way, I took out a lot of that glass. There's still a little bit of glass left. Chainsaws do not like glass. There's a mental note there for you. It'll actually cut. It will actually cut. But first, it makes a huge mess because now you have glass shards everywhere. Second, it's a real fast way to go through to ruin a blade, and perhaps even the bar. I'm quite certain I'll have to replace the bar and the chain on my chainsaw when I'm done with this. I've sharpened it now twice, and each time I come back, it's getting less and less effective. So I may just get a new chain before I'm done, and then we'll buy another new chain when I'm finished, so to put the chainsaw back in the box with a new blade. Anyway, there it is. There's my progress. There's my magnificent mess. And there's my dinner. Peace out.